Answer, do you have any idea where we are? This is where it all began. This is the fruit of an incredible dream, the very first.
Really? This derelict old building? The first of what, Ash?
The first public housing ever built in Singapore.
Oh, okay. But what's that got to do with dreams?
It all started as one man's dream, the dream to make public housing affordable for all Singaporeans. And today, Singapore has the highest home ownership in the world.
It's incredible how one man's dream could turn the fortunes around of an entire nation. Speaking of dreams, I just managed to sow the seeds of dreams in my kids. I finally cracked it, Ash. I know exactly what I want each one of them to be when they grow up. All three of them, their dreams, and it's all sorted in my head.
Hold on, their dreams? I assume you've asked them for their views.
Ask them? What for? Clearly I'm the father, right? I know what's right for them. Hold on, Ash. I know exactly where you're going with this. I did map their strengths in my head before I decided what I wanted them to be when they grow up.
I know you only want the best for them, Answer. But how do you know that the things that you want for them today will still be the best for them tomorrow?
What do you mean? English, please, Ash.
Okay, what I mean is, imagine a child who's 5 years old today. She'll be in the workforce in 2035. What would the world be like then? We live in a world that is now so complex and so unpredictable. How can we even imagine the jobs that will be available then?
So then how do we set up our kids for success in a world that we can't yet foresee? We've still got to try, right?
I don't know. Let's take a walk. But I know that we shouldn't be deciding for them. We shouldn't even be dreaming for them. Instead, we should just be encouraging them to dream.
But they're too young to know anything, Ash.
But you're never too young to dream.
Dreams are for novels and for movies. Tomorrow's world will need some hard skills like coding and knowing the right languages of the 21st century like Chinese. And that's why I'm making sure my kids are learning Chinese and coding.
Listen, you can't be expecting me to have all the answers. I'm actually quite clueless. I don't even know if Ava is going to make it to university.
Did I hear that right, Ash? You're actually telling me you're okay with Ava not ever going to university? But Ash, how could you be fine with that? How will she make a living? How, without a university degree, how can you expect her to ever own a house or even have a car to drive around?
Well, Answer, car ownership these days are no longer that popular. With Uber and Grab becoming more popular, and with the great rising awareness of climate change, many millennials now don't even have plans to own a car when they're 18.
But that can't be right, Ash. We as dads can't give up on the dream. We gotta push our kids and get them to do the best they can. Shouldn't we?
But is that our dream or theirs? When I was young, my dad had dreams for me too. To be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer. Those were fair dreams, but for a time long ago. I don't think it's fair if I push the same dreams on my children today. That reminds me of a quote from Khalil Gibran. You may give your children your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their soul, for their soul dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in our dreams.
Wow, that's so profound. I never thought about it that way. You know what, Ash? Maybe your daughter will find her niche in life by leveraging her talents in sports and art rather than a paper degree. In fact, the irony of the modern life is that I learnt more in the past 1 year through a well-curated Twitter feed than in my entire master's degree. Even I formed better relationships through LinkedIn instead of university.
I'm convinced that the creativity, the collaboration, and the resilience that she picks up from doing art and sports will be more instrumental in her life.
Maybe you have a point, Ash. Everything that we take for granted today about the world may turn on its axis in the future. I read somewhere recently that doctors, especially GPs, may soon be replaced by AI, artificial intelligence.
Really? Even a specialist profession like a doctor?
Yes, doctors will move on to more value-added specialisms within their field. But the days of physically going to a GP for an everyday cough and cold and repeating your patient history will be numbered. Soon AI will know our patient histories better and will offer us prescriptions preemptively rather than after we fall sick. For example, if you have certain allergies that are linked to weather, AI could use weather forecasts to predict and prescribe in advance for us.
Which is why, looking to the future, it shouldn't be surprising for us to see that our children may experience 30 different jobs over several different careers in their lives. They may even be earning money not from just one company, but 10 companies at the same time.
I get it, but how to help them discover their dreams?
Well, 3 things. Firstly, rather than trying to predict what's going to be jobs that's in demand in the future, we should make sure that they are chasing their dreams, not ours. Second, help them to uncover their strengths and support them to build complementary skills needed to achieve their dreams. And third, give them the space to walk their journey, to fall, to pick themselves up, and to keep going.
Yes, indeed. I can see why teaching our kids to dream may be the best way to help them prosper in a world that we can't fully foresee and to future-proof them for the digital age ahead.
But it all starts with helping them discover their own dreams. Do you know what your kids' dreams are, Ansar?
I'm going to go sit down with mine today and listen hard to what their dreams are.
Well, make sure you listen to them without interrupting and without judging.
I will do, Ash. You can't predict the future, but you can certainly equip them for it. Teaching them to dream and believe in their dreams would be one of the best ways to do so. In fact, it's making me question whether getting my kids to learn Chinese or any other number of additional languages will be essential in the world of Google Translate. Also, teaching kids to code may not be the solution, because soon software may be written by other software or AI.
You got it, Ansar. Those were your dreams, not theirs.
Right now, the only thing I'm dreaming of is some hot breakfast.
Let's go.
Do share with us your stories.
And tell us how you're encouraging your children to dream.